Okay, this is our significant figure homework number 2, and in this video we will practice adding and subtracting numbers and maintaining the proper number of significant figures while doing so. So, the basic rule for adding and subtracting significant figures is that if you have whole numbers involved in your addition or subtraction, you will round to the final significant digit that is the same as the leftmost uncertain digit in your given measurements. So this will come up a couple times as we go through this. Also, if you have decimals involved, and now the whole number rule is dominant essentially over the decimal rule. If you have whole numbers involved, that rule comes into play in favor or over and above the decimal rule. Now, if you have only decimals, your answer must have the same number of digits to the right of the decimal point as the measurement with the fewest number of digits to the right of the decimal point. And so there will be examples of this here also. So we'll go through these. And our first one says we have 22.0 meters plus 5.28 meters plus 15.5 meters. And I find that it's much easier to visualize this if we stack our numbers like we used to do in elementary school. So we write 22.0 plus 5.28 plus 15.5, and that gives us 42.78. And now we have all decimal numbers here, so we can identify the number of digits to the right of the decimal point in each of these. We have 1, 2, and 1. So the fewest number is 1. So our number is going to round to 1 decimal point, and for 42.78 that rounds to 42.8. And make sure we put in the meters. Next we have 0.042 kilograms plus 1.229 kilograms plus 0.502 kilograms. We stack these again. We end up with 1.773. Now we identify the number of digits to the right of the decimal point in each of our given measurements, and that is 3 for all of them. So we will round to 3 significant figures, or 3 digits to the right of the decimal point, and that gives us the answer that we just got, 1.773 kilograms. Next, we have a couple of whole numbers come into play. We also have some addition and subtraction. So I'll show you this. We'll just do it simply in 2 steps, following order of operations. So we have 170 square centimeters plus 3.5 square centimeters minus 28 square centimeters. So we have 170 plus 3.5. Didn't mean to do all of that all at once, so I'll go back a little bit here. We have 170 plus 3.5 gives us 173.5. And now what we're going to do is we'll subtract the 28 from that 173.5 now. So we'll take 173.5 minus 28. That gives us 145.5. Now, we don't do any rounding in the middle of operations like this when we have 2-step operations. We do all the rounding at the very end. And since we have a whole number here, we have to look at the leftmost uncertain digit in the whole number. We have 2 whole numbers and 1 decimal number, but we have to take a look at the whole numbers as they will supersede what we have with our decimal numbers. So we have 170 and 28, and the 7 is the leftmost uncertain digit. That is in the tens place, so we're going to be rounding to the tens place. So 145.5 will round to 150 square centimeters. Okay, next we have 0.003 liters plus 0.0048 liters plus 0.100 liters. Stack them and add them, and that gives us 0.1078. And now we identify the number of digits to the right of the decimal point in each of our values. That's 3, 4, and 3. And so the lowest number is 3, so we will round to 3 decimal places. So that is 0.108 liters. Okay, next we have 24.50 deciliters plus 4.3 deciliters plus 10.2 deciliters. So again, stack and add up. We have 24.50 plus 4.30 plus 10.2. That gives us 39.00. Count the digits to the right of the decimal point. We have 2 and 2 and 1. And so the number with the fewest is 1 to the right of the decimal point, so we will round to 1 decimal place. That's 39.0 deciliters. Next we have 3,200 milligrams plus 325 milligrams minus 688 milligrams. We have all whole numbers here, and it's a two-step operation again. So we will go through 3,200 plus 325 gives us 3,525. We take that 3,525, subtract 688 from that number, that's 2,837. And now we go back and look at our digits that our numbers that we started with, and the leftmost uncertain digit for each one is 2 for 3,200, 5 for 325, and 8 for 688. We have to go to the leftmost uncertain digit, that's the 2 in 3,200. That is in the 100ths place, so we need to round to 100ths. So 2,837 will round to 2,800, and our units are milligrams. And our last problem, we have 14,000 plus 8,000 plus 590 kilograms. All whole numbers again. 14,000 plus 8,000 plus 590, that gives us 22,590. And since we have all whole numbers, we're looking again at the leftmost uncertain digits. So for 14,000, that's 4. For 8,000, that is 8. And for 590, that is 9. So the leftmost would be the 4 and the 8 in 14,000 and 8,000 respectively. That is in the thousandths place, so we have to round our number to the thousandths. So we get 23,000 kilograms. And that's it for some practice adding and subtracting and then accounting for a proper number of significant figures.